see. TMG.
We'll see.
Champions League final, please. Come on, man.
Mohamed Salah. Oh no.
No, we're not talking about Mohamed Salah. We're talking about another guy, an Englishman. An English right back. How old is he? 22, 23?
22, 23.
What was he doing?
You feel like
Talk to me. Delegate. There's Delegate and Trent at the back post.
So that Delegate thing, I maybe I need to watch the goal back here. I don't think.
He Delegated. He should have engaged Valverde. At least make him make a decision before he gets to the box. He backtracked all the way into the box.
But there's other runners to worry about. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. My thing is
obviously you love Van Dijk.
No,
can't blame the dog.
There's times where he should have been more aggressive. Like
he should have been aggressive there.
They also called the Kane one, especially ball dropped to the sky. But I have to watch the goal back for me to say if it was at fault like that. For me, obviously Trent didn't look over his shoulder once during that play. Obviously, Vinicius Junior is one of the main. Should be top of the list of the scouting report from Jeddah after Benzema. You can see Benzema in the box probably. Whereas Vinicius Junior is the guy you're directly going up against. I remember I told you that's probably where the game we won or lost.
No, he did. It was where the game
was. That's where the game was won or lost. I mean, obviously Courtois made some behemoth saves, but even Trent offensively wasn't that great. He had some times opportunity to shoot, wasn't hitting the target.
Didn't shoot.
Crosses weren't really meeting his targets. His passing was fine, but I mean, yeah, he didn't take over his shoulder. And these are the things that people point out. His defensive abilities have improved. During the game, things was happening a good defensive game for I remember before that. You know, you tackled, I think a good time, position was fine, but that one time he switched off at the highest level, which Champions League is, in terms of quality of football, it's pretty much the highest level of football, even including World Cups as a quality on the play, so quality on the pitch, sorry, and, you know, he got punished. Van Dijk didn't engage as much, you know, fair enough, he got punished. Valverde put a wicked ball in. Valverde I think he's an amazing baller. Could play in multiple positions, and as he gets older, he's going to probably go into more midfield DM role. I think Valverde will be here for a long, long time.
Valverde's got legs, he's got football, he seems to have a lot of nous about him. He's a good
smart, intelligent player. They bought into Tushemi, what's his name? Tushemeni, sorry. They got Camavinga. Valverde's still going to get major minutes. He's a quality player. I mean, he's very versatile. Benzema, Ballon d'Or's given to him now. He won the European Footballer of the Year or Champions League Footballer of the Year, something, whatever it is.
Cares about these awards.
But sorry. So Salah, we'll go to Salah next. Then we go to Benzema after. But Salah
was calm. I thought Salah was calm.
It's another final because people tell me was the best player in the world. Another big, massive game gone missing.
I don't think he's the best player ever. I had him.
No, at one point at time he was, but I said, guys, let's wait to end the season when the business.
It was actually calm in that game. I thought Courtois was. There was one ball where it came over the top. The touch was exquisite.
I saw that.
Exquisite.
The touch was great.
And then the shot, obviously not far enough in the corner, of course. Courtois was going to say.
Right, you can get contact, but sure you can do it. Then get City in the corner.
Well, he didn't catch it like that. It's unfortunate.
And this is why
the one that Mane's chance is more of a Courtois made an amazing save.
Yeah, but this is why I tell guys why you don't have to be ambidextrous, but having a good solid weak foot is very key.
It was solid, fam. It made a good connection. I don't know.
Good connection, but it wasn't in the corner enough. If it's a left foot, probably more in the corner. But if someone like Ronaldo, with his weak foot, can put that in the corner consistently. Someone like even Kaka can put that in the corner consistently. Neymar, the likes of Hazard, put that in the corner consistently. Back to the greatest, Pele, left foot, can put it in the corner consistently. This is what separates guys from getting to that level.
That touch was exquisite, fam.
But
I'm not gonna even lie. The touch from the sky, the connection was calm. I don't think maybe could have been more in the corner. The connection was calm. It was a good effort. Courtois was just
sometimes
equal to it.
Sometimes the difference between winning and losing.
Courtois was equal to it. Courtois was very good. He made a lot of saves.
Well, he got man of the match, actually.
Yeah.
Courtois was immense. Yeah, I think he shut up a lot of doubters.
I'm not really I don't even care for Courtois.
Not you per se, but obviously the way he left Chelsea fans would, you know, and obviously his start to Madrid wasn't that great.
Him and Kepa are the same bag.
No, he's better than Kepa. On his backside. Hope he can take that with the likes of Hazard, even though he didn't do anything.
Hazard's loved by the streets. See the way he celebrated that Champions League.
Him and Bill. They did that for. Fair enough. But yeah. Liverpool, they tried. They just didn't take their chances.
They had the first 20 minutes, they had chances, they're in control. Then Real Madrid just got comfortable in the game, and the thing is, when you come up with a team with know-how, do you get what I mean? They've got know-how. They know that group. There's solid base. When you have three midfielders that have been there, done that, it fills the other and a striker that done it. It just fills the rest of the team with confidence. And
No, right back can cover. I always criticise him, but he was one of the after Courtois. I wouldn't be surprised if he got man of the match. He was immense.
He marshalled Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz was.
I mean, all the things like because I always call him one the guy never. I mean, he was amazing in that final. To be fair, shout out to
He's reliable in that.
to cover. Huh?
It's been a bum, man. It's been a bum all season to be reliable in that game. It's just shows you that guy's just got winning intangibles, which is it's just something that it's something you can't measure because when a guy's been there, done that, he just knows how to handle the occasion.
Alaba, he's gonna end up being one of the best defenders of his generation. May end up being an all-time great defender. Got what 3 Champions Leagues now.
I think he's an all-time great
He
defender.
might end up being one. Got 2.
He's like. I don't even think about him when I think about defending.
Well, now you have to. Alaba's a great defender.
He's calm.
He's not calm. He's great. He's been one of the best. When he was playing left back, was the best left back. One of the best left backs. Someone from a minute. I always favoured him over Marcelo. I was a better player than Marcelo, especially both ends.
I always thought him as himself as a midfielder, and he was doing the inverted left back.
Yeah, so when Pep came, it helped him a lot for a show-pace midfielder. But when I was playing centre back for Madrid, fantastic, and that's gonna elongate his career because he's not 30 yet. He's like late 20s, maybe 28, 29. I mean, David Alaba. I had a lot of time for David Alaba. But now onto the point of the spear.
I know what you want to do, Benzema, man, should have scored. The goal was a perfectly legal goal. I don't know why. It's 29. It's going to be 30 this year.
An apology.
For what?
Big Benzi. Because you said you didn't rate him, gave his a career up for a man, blah, blah, blah. And now he's gone to lead them as the captain. From the front, even from the front, he's a Champions League winner. Due to get the Ballon d'Or. I mean, what do you have to say for yourself?
Still don't rate him.
I don't know how you cannot rate him. He's won it without Ronaldo. He's won it without Ramos.
He gave up his career.
Benzema's the guy.
Gave up his career. He's got some vital goals this year. Some pens, some headers, whatever, man.
Benzema immaculate.
In those games, if we look back on it, I would say Modric is better than him in those games. Obviously, Modric doesn't score goals, but his impact is bigger.
Either way, it works bad for you because you want to say not give Benzema his flowers, which you do. If you give him Modric his flowers, it brings Modric back to the Iniesta debate. Wait, Modric is on the same table.
Modric sits on the same table as I can't deny this.
The very same table, and you know what I mean. Whichever you put him in the bag, whoever you pick up, I don't mind.
I care who will pick up.
I don't
At
mind.
the end of the table, hey man, Modric is undeniable, man. I can't even deny this guy.
What was Iniesta doing at his age, at 35, 36?
At the time.
But
what was Modric doing when he was 22?
He was. What was Iniesta at 22?
What
was Iniesta at 22?
He was balling.
For who?
For Barcelona.
Doing what?
In the midfield.
Because Iniesta started balling in 2009. It wasn't. I don't think it was 22. I think it was like 24.
Yeah, but it was balling before then. He was coming through the ranks.
Coming through the ranks, yeah.
And he played. I'm sure he played in that final against Arsenal.
Well, Modric, check it. How much Modric now? 36, right? So this is 2022.
Yeah.
So 12 years ago, it was stats. I think it was Spurs played 2010.
That's 14 years ago.
This when 2022. 12 years ago.
What was Modric doing? When did Modric start becoming a full-time even starter, fam?
So 14 years ago in 22.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's 36.
And when was that Spurs? 2008?
Yeah.
So that's when he joined. So that's 14 years, 22. He was balling for Spurs. Especially when he moved.
He didn't start. It was not starting for them for a while. The first season when Madrid, it was considered a flop. First season at Tottenham, they tried to embed him in. Don't forget this. This revisionist history there.
And he washed it all away.
He washed it away because he grew into his role. He grew into the Barcelona culture. He grew into a great midfielder.
But in that first Champions League win for 2006, he wasn't a starter. It was like Deco, Javi, those guys. He wasn't a starter for them like that.
He was part of the team.
It's part of the team. Modric was also part of the team. Also, even though Iniesta...
Stop. What's the guy?
Let me listen. Even though Iniesta has obviously the World Cups and Euros with Spain,
He's got the highest peaks.
I'm never going to deny that. It was amazing for pretty much all of them. Especially he was a main man for 2010, 8 and 12. I think he won man of match 2012 final, but 12 I have to look back who was the main man. It's debatable. But 2010 he was the main guy for sure, just about. But
28.
Who?
Iniesta's 28.
But flipping. What Modric did with Croatia is just as valuable. If you look about level of difficulty, look at actual true value, leading them to the final, that's for me, that's just as important as what's
2018 to 2012.
2008.
2008
2012.
to 2012.
Yeah.
That is the 4-year peak of the greatest midfield trio to to ever play football.
Internationally and club-wise,
The greatest midfield trio.
yeah, it's true. But Modric, yeah, irrepressible.
Actually, when did Busquets was 20?
8, really. The 2008, he was part of that team. Or 2009, he was part of the team that won the Champions League in 2009.
29, but 28, so there's Xabi Alonso. So Xavi and Iniesta, then added with Busquets. The greatest 3-year run of any midfield ever. Club, internationally, brilliant midfield trio.
Yeah, it's true. They probably do get that gong.
And then you can have what's this guy? What's the Brazilian done? Then Modric, Cruz, and this what's the guy from
Casemiro. They won 5 Champions League, bro.
Whatever they are.
As a midfield, that's beautiful.
Great midfield, man.
Beautiful. But what I would say, Ronaldo, Ramos winning the Champions League without you.
They're old.
Huh?
Old. Everybody just said I've not won this champion. Unfortunately, it's just winning mentality. There's something about the mentality. That's it. Mentality saw them free. I can't believe this is the biggest mental triumph in football history.
Intangibles.
Absolute intangibles.
When I bring up intangibles, guys want to laugh at me.
Absolute intangibles won this. It
won
is more intangibles than a Thomas Muller, fam.
They won themselves a victory.
Yeah. More intangibles than a Muller. More intangibles than a Bayern. Flipping intangible. This is the intangible cup. Can't even fault these, man. They never gave up.
I was going to, get into the debate about who has the greatest ability in football. When you say ability, what comes to your mind?
We talk about skill. But obviously, you believe that ability is just not more than the skill that you have, where it's like, oh, your first touch, your pass, your shot, the ability to move your feet defensively, the ability to slide tackle, all of these things. There's also mental ability. Yeah. But it's hard to judge that, because how can you judge how mentally strong someone is? How would you know that until they're put in that position?
Yeah, see how they overcome adversity. But the one thing you missed is people don't give credit for people being physical freaks. They do in basketball, because obviously it's more sport inclined for physicality.
Well, they say Ronaldo's a physical freak.
No, but people won't put him in the debates of having the most ability. I would. Physically, he's a freak. Technically, he's amazing. Mentally, he's very strong. All 3 categories he marks up in an elite category. But physically, he's probably the most freakish player there's ever been.
But in football, you can overcome physicality.
You can. You can overcome. Guys like Iniesta and Xavi, they're not physical. They're amazing players. But
and in the game, a player that you might not say is strong or not have a lot of physical ability is actually very strong on the ball, because the center of gravity is low. Those things do benefit.
That comes into agility, center of gravity, balance. That's also physical stuff. But when you have someone that marks all 3 categories, elite stuff, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of Pele, there's no way I can deny them.
Pele's 5 foot what?
5 foot. He's Messi's 5'7", Pele's 5'9".
Then where's the physicality?
Pele has the most on record headed goals. I told you, one of his most iconic goals. He jumped. Can't remember who it was, because I didn't see his shirt number. Maybe I need to look at the transcript again. But if it is Pachetti, one of the Inter Milan and Italy's greatest ever defenders, that guy's 6 foot. He outjumped a 6 foot guy at the back post at 5'7". Pele was
5'9".
Sorry, at 5'9". Pele's an athletic freak. He's strong, quick, agile, balanced, everything. But I will get off Pele, more to Ronaldo, because most people put Pele into the debate for having the greatest ability of all time. Most people will not put Ronaldo there because, I don't know, he doesn't play the tiki-taka stuff, I don't know. But even though technically he can do pretty much everything to a high level, both feet, 6'1", athletic freak,
6'2",
6'1", 6'2", physically the most impressive footballer there's ever been. Mentally very strong. I mean, he
more physically imposing than Drogba.
Yeah.
No way.
You know why?
No way.
Because when you go for the categories, speed, strength, jumping reach, agility.
Jumping reach, I'll give Drogba.
No, Drogba will get some, but when you go for all of them, he is the best.
No way. No way he's beating Drogba physically.
He is.
No, he's not beating prime Drogba physically.
Because when people think physically, they just think strength. When I talk about acceleration, speed, balance, agility.
Drogba wasn't slow.
He wasn't slow, but Ronaldo's a rocket.
Drogba took people's will with his physically imposing. It was took people's will.
Drogba was nowhere near as quick as Ronaldo.
He will spin you in a second.
So was nowhere near as quick as Ronaldo.
It might not be as quick, but there's just if you're talking physically.
Ronaldo's also very strong. Not strong as
Not sure, yeah. See,
very strong. Balance. All these things I mentioned.
balance. Did Drogba not have balance?
He did, but the speed stuff, agility, Ronaldo beats it. All the stuff Drogba was good at, Ronaldo's all very good at. The gap in
So
acceleration.
you saying that Drogba wasn't quick?
Nowhere near as quick as Ronaldo.
Drogba was quick.
It was decent paced, but nowhere near as quick as Ronaldo. Ronaldo was at rockets.
That's like saying, oh, Haaland is going to be just as close soon one day.
No.
Haaland physically ticks all those boxes.
If Haaland physically, he's a physical specimen.
As all the physical boxes that Ronaldo ticks, Haaland is just as good.
Haaland physically is one of the best footballers you've ever seen. Just pure physical attributes. We'll see whether or not you can actually lead that to having a great career. But all physical attributes, one of the best you've ever seen. Even something like flipping Hulk, physically, is one of the best you'll ever see. But obviously, he marks way low on other metrics. So no one brings up to debate. Even Adama Troy, physically again, one of the best footballers you'll ever see.
No, he's just bigger. He just looks huge. That's it.
But
You can't jump.
But yeah, you have to.
No, I'm talking heading. If I were to take one person's heading, I'm taking Drogba's, fam. That man is a big boy when it comes to the heading team.
I think Ronaldo's got more headed goals than him.
Well, let's talk about the moments of the headed goals. Because one of my guys.
Ronaldo's got headed in Champions League final as well.
Who gets it?
Against United. Back post. No, sorry.
Against United.
For United against us? No, Chelsea. Yeah. He scored a headed goal against United as well.
Did he score it? Oh, you said he scored it in the final headed goal.
Yeah.
I know someone else that scored the headed goal in the final.
Yeah.
You should know him too.
Oh, Messi, a free header.
Yeah. No. I saw the difficulty of that. That was a difficult header.
You had to reach.
You had to reach!
Well, it's
You had
free.
to reach! Sorry, hey, that's not one of the hardest headers. You had to reach!
Ronaldo actually jumped against
No.
Ronaldo
I had the guy to...
Ronaldo jumped and Essien didn't bother jumping because he just looked up. So Ronaldo.
But he didn't know. He
Ronaldo.
jumped too late.
Pele back post 70, he had to beat a guy. Ronaldo. Messi,
Okay, Drogba's one's the hardest though.
Drogba's one is the hardest. Because when I saw it live, I saw him ball coming to, I was thinking, he's not going to score. It's like, for him to get his ball's going to get that power, neck muscles, probably the best header in Champions League final.
Yes, that's it. Then followed by Ramos. That's a big head.
Big goal, yeah. Ramos doesn't make my team. The UC Motors. I can't trust
He
him.
has to be there. He's the ultimate Champions League man.
I can't trust him.
He's the ultimate
The
Champions
champion man's Maldini.
No, it's more than
Maldini
that.
has 5.
How much? Oh, Ramos got 4.
Ramos has got 4. And now Casemiro and all these guys have 5. Yeah, I mean... Well,
Oh, you said Casemiro defender?
Mhm.
Casemiro. And I think Carvajal was the ultimate right back.
Who?
Carvajal was the right back.
he's not as good. His ability doesn't match. I mean, his ability doesn't match. But that'd be Dani Alves. Dani Alves has 4. Dani Alves, if you want to say in terms of wins, Dani Alves has 4. But Cafu, for me, Cafu's a better player. Cafu only has 1, but Cafu's a better player than Dani Alves. For me, Cafu's the best right back of all time.
We talk about one competition. We're talking about the competition.
I mean, if you say Alves, I won't be mad.
You're looking at our context because you're looking at the other aspects. I'm talking about the Champions League.
So
we're talking about Tuesday, Wednesday nights. I'm not talking about what he did on Saturday.
I can't entertain Alves a lot because, you know...
It should. Most winning player ever.
No, well, I do have an utmost respect for Alves, but I mean, just purely Champions League, Cafu and them guys, they bottled a 3-0 lead. And so he has to wear that. Alves never done that. He's got 4 wins. He's been instrumental to pretty much all 4. Give it to the boy, Dani Alves. But yeah, anything else you
wins.
want to touch on the Champions League stuff?
Mine is leaving, so shout out.
Bayern, I don't get that.
Just gonna get some past some Champions League.
Apparently, Lewandowski said that Bayern is a joke club. They're not a serious club.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
He wants to leave. They want to give him a new contract because he's 33.
If he goes to Chelsea, I'll be scared.
They're not going to Chelsea, and if he does, well, that's actually very dangerous. That's very dangerous for this league because Chelsea been needing a goal scorer.
Got an ultimate goal scorer.
Fam, get rid of Lukaku, man. Today, fam, I hate that guy. Arsenal take him though. Take him.
Oh, Arsenal take him, please.
Arsenal. If we came Arsenal, that would be a big signing.
Actually, with Arsenal, if we went to a counter attack stuff, fair enough, innit? But I just know big moments. Lukaku's going to